This is one of the most bizarre things that has come out of Twitter. Octopuses are now anti-Semitic. So Greta Thunberg uploaded an image of herself and others supporting Palestinians. Now, is there anything you can see about that picture that jumps out? Me neither. But that was until she was forced to delete the image and apologise. Why? Because she has an octopus plush toy in the background. Now, some idiots on Twitter have claimed that octopuses are an anti-Semitic trope. Therefore, Greta was forced to make an apology, and it's now made the news. We live in a broken, upside-down world. We've fully moved on to the phase of McCarthyism anti-Semitism. Now, right now, anti-Semitism is on the rise, but at the same time, bogus claims of anti-Semitism are also becoming more intense. Now, Alex Phillips, who is a member of the Reform Party, who I think is a literal fascist, said this: "Can we all acknowledge that Saint Greta is audaciously posing with a Nazi symbol here? The placement of the blue octopus isn't by accident. Let's not just brush over this. The media beautified this awful girl. She had audiences with heads of state and religious leaders. How can we allow far-right politicians to be the gatekeepers of racism? It is beyond me." And yes, Alex is far-right. We also have an actual MP weighing in on this. Scott Benton, MP, said, "Meet the versatile far left. They can move from climate apocalypticism to anti-Semitism in an instant." But don't worry, it gets worse. Whoever identifies with Greta in any way in the future, in my view, is a terror supporter. Aryeh Shalakar, spokesman for the Israel Defense Forces. This is collective insanity, and it's just repulsive. Now, this is what Greta said when she deleted the tweet. "It has come to my knowledge that the stuffed animal shown in my earlier post can be interpreted as a symbol for anti-Semitism, which I was completely unaware of. The toy in the picture is a tool often used by autistic people as a way to communicate feelings. We are, of course, against any type of discrimination and condemn anti-Semitism in all forms and shapes. This is non-negotiable. This is why I deleted the last post." Now, I think is absolutely disgusting, and I think it's simply bullying of a young autistic woman. She should have never deleted the tweet, and she should have never apologised. The reason why people are kicking off at an octopus toy is because it's apparently a well-known anti-Semitic trope. Now, I can confidently say that I think that's nonsense. First, I don't think it's particularly well-known. But secondly, the use of octopus imagery isn't specific to anything anti-Semitic. Now, I saw this really good thread that pretty much dispels the notion that octopuses are anti-Semitic. For those currently attacking Greta Thunberg over a cuddly toy, an exhaustive thread to add perspective that any depiction of an octopus or squid is somehow an expression of anti-Semitism is utterly ahistorical and has, ironically, become a trope. Then they go on to show several images where the octopus has been used in various things, most of them not related to anything Jewish. Of course, the imagery has been used to push anti-Semitism because, well, if you're an anti-Semite, you're going to use anything to try and make Jewish people look bad. But the point is that this isn't some well-known anti-Semitic trope that Greta deployed. But even if it was a trope, I still think it's ridiculous that Greta deleted and apologised because it's clear she wasn't trying to bait Jewish people. It's a fucking plush toy. Greta isn't sharing imagery that suggests that Jewish people are like octopuses trying to control the world, because that would be very clearly anti-Semitic. It was just an octopus toy in the background. Now, people have rightly mocked those who have attacked Greta. I think it's well-deserved, if you ask me. I today switched away from Octopus Energy and reported them to the EHRC. It has come to my attention that my cat Teddy's octopus plushie can be interpreted as a symbol for anti-Semitism. Is anyone able to confirm that the video below, where he is visibly attacking it, if he's an anti-Semite or a Zionist? Saw a little kid with an octopus plushie today, so angrily called out his flagrant display of anti-Semitic tropes in the middle of Smith's toys. Take that, lefties. And then there's me calling for Starmer to apologise because of his endorsement of the anti-Semitic trope. But I think this deserves mocking because of the harmful effects of this type of behaviour. This hurts the Jewish community. It completely trivialises anti-Semitism. The people who keep pushing this, a lot of them, I think they know that, but they do it anyway because they don't care about anti-Semitism. And honestly, a lot of them are anti-Semitic themselves. But why go after Greta? Well, simply, it's because she is standing up for Palestinians, and the people with the loudest voice in this whole debacle simply hate Palestinians and Muslims, so any solidarity with them enrages these people. What's one way of shutting down the debate? That's right, it's to call people anti-Semitic, all the while ignoring anti-Semitism when it does show up. This does nothing to bring about equality or fighting oppression for minorities. This does nothing to tackle the rise in anti-Semitic hate crimes. This does nothing to fight against the rise of fascists. All it does is point the finger at the left once more. And liberals, they sit there throwing out accusations against the left, when historically it's always been the left who have stood up against oppression, where liberals have typically chosen to side with the right. Yet they want to lecture us on racism? What an incredibly normal country we are.